Across the country, every school has a problem that is brought up sometimes on a daily basis. That, of course, is the issue of bullying. And at Holy Family Academy in Hazleton, the school recently took a unique approach on how to get the word out to students about bullying issues by bringing in a guest speaker from Empowerment Education in Kingston.
We thought it was just a great idea to have somebody else come in and talk to the students, because myself, our teachers can talk to the students, but sometimes it's going to have a different perspective, and to have somebody different to come in and present to the kids, the more eye-opening sometimes when they have somebody outside the school come in and talk to them about different programs.
Kelly Rava, who serves as the Executive Empowerment Director for Empowerment Education, gave 2 presentations to students in grades 5th through 8th grade. Both Empowerment Education and Rava were suggested to Holy Family Academy by another Catholic school in northeastern Pennsylvania.
This program and programs like this are designed to be more proactive and stop them before they start up. So this program actually came recommended to us by one of our schools, at Good Shepherd Academy in Kingston. They had them come through, and they had all good things to say, so we decided to go ahead and bring them in.
Rava spoke to students on several issues that extended on more than just bullying. She also spoke to students on self-esteem issues. Students going through these struggles is what led to Empowerment Education forming nearly 1 year ago.
There is such a need for bullying prevention and empowerment nowadays, and there has been no agencies or no foundations that have done this.
So now are you kind of like, I guess, the first one in the area to kind of get all this started and do something?
Yeah, Empowerment Education is the first in our area that does empowerment and bullying prevention presentations.
And for Rava, she has a special connection to her job because she was bullied growing up as a kid.
When I was in middle school, I was so severely bullied that my parents had to pull me out and I had to change schools. I never forgot that experience, and therefore I became a child therapist. I then became a teacher, and my whole goal was to help students. And with cyberbullying becoming more and more rampant, it's something that I wanted to do, and that's why this foundation was started.
Rava is now making an impact on lives by being a part of Empowerment Education. While the organization hasn't been around for a long time, they are making a huge impact throughout northeastern Pennsylvania. The Empowerment Education presentations have been taking off. Since October, they've given nearly 30 presentations, and they've been given positive feedback.
So after doing these presentations, students will come up to me and they will tell me what they've learned. Many students, not only that, they will also come up to me and tell me their story and how empowerment education presentations have helped them.
And that was the case at Holy Family Academy, as students were thankful to hear the presentation, and they feel they are now prepared to deal with such a major issue.
I think it was very inspirational, and that you have to stand up for yourself and don't let anyone bring you down at all, because that just makes you get bullied a lot more. And don't let your self-esteem drop, because that's most important. Like, you gotta have your self-esteem up, and you have to be confident in yourself.
Yeah, I was going to say, this thing wasn't just all about bullying. It was a lot about how to be, a better person for yourself. So kind of touch on that aspect of it a little bit. What was it like hearing about self-esteem issues that people have and learning a complete thing that maybe you didn't even realize?
I feel that that sometimes people even just drop themselves down, and she was talking about how people aren't confident in themselves and try and think of the negatives instead of the positives, and the positives are really important, and that I didn't even think about some of the stuff that she told me, and every morning when I wake up I go, oh my gosh, I'm just not looking good today, I feel not awake and stuff. And so when she said that, I think 3 things in the mirror, and then I'm beautiful and I'm smart and I'm talented, and that's all that is important.
I learned that if I'm getting bullied, I can stand up by myself, be bold, be strong, and never look down, and that bullies want to always bring you down, but you have to stay strong and keep it at the top.
I learned that if you have low self-esteem, you're not going to have that. Even if you have a good day, you might just say it's not a good day because it won't feel like a good day. But if you have high self-esteem, even if you have a bad day, you could still call it a good day.
Holy Family Academy Principal Jason Tribbett was also happy with the outcome of the presentation, as he thinks it will be successful among his students.
I like our students to listen to this presentation. Hopefully they take 1 or 2 things. If they can take 1 or 2 small points that Ms. Rava, talks about and brings up, I think that'll be successful. And if we can continue to have these presentations, these programs, and if they can continue to take one or two things, I think in the long run we're going to be better for it.
As for the parents and guardians out there that are wondering what all took place during this presentation, here's a little bit about what they talked about.
Well, the presentations are about an hour long. They're very interactive. The students do participate, and we talk about empowerment, self-esteem, how we increase that self-esteem, how we become more confident, what can we do to become more resilient to adversity, and also bullying prevention.
So let's start with one of the things you talked about, self-esteem. Obviously, it's something that people don't even realize is, you just kind of wake up every day and you don't even realize that you're being critical of yourself. Kind of what was your message to the students on self-esteem?
On self-esteem, I want the students to know that they can change the story in their head. If they're having negative thoughts or feeling low about themselves, they change the story and make everything into a positive.
And then how about bullying? I didn't realize there's 4 different aspects of it, so kind of tell me, what are the 4 different aspects and what was that about?
There are 4 different types of bullying. There's physical bullying, there's verbal bullying, there's social bullying, and there's cyberbullying. Nowadays, you can no longer escape. Cyberbullying is there, it is everywhere, and it's not going to stop, especially now it's worse with social media.
If you would like to learn more about empowerment education, or if you would like to have them speak to your school or organization, you can visit their website, takingcontrolofu.com. Reporting for SSPTV News, I'm John Eric Poli.